Greetings, Earthlings, or Gina Abundance here, and today is day 27. Can you believe it? Day 27 of 30 Days of Abundance. So, only 3 days remaining. And today, I want to talk about energy. So, in this 30 Days of Abundance, we've been going over different income streams you can get into to increase your income online, different side hustles and things like that. Some things are offline, like gig work and things, anything that's not really like 9 to 5 type of thing, but we talk about side hustles or even increasing your income and things like that. So, and today I want to talk about energy because I feel like it's so important and it's one of the things that will really get you to the next level. So, energy, where attention goes, energy flows. And some of these little statements I've been saying or just things I've heard over and over, and they say repetition is the mother of skill. So I've heard them over and over, so that's why I'm repeating them to you. And the more you hear them, you're like, oh my goodness, you can it will get ingrained into you, and then you'll start actually embodying it or whatever. So it's good to hear things over and over that are good for you. So yes, where attention goes, energy flows. So depending on where you're giving your attention to, that's where all your energy is going or whatever. So you want to give attention to the right things. So or where your attention is going, is that in alignment with your goals? If your goal is to get monetized on YouTube, let's say, for example, is your attention going towards YouTube or is it everywhere else? So you need to put more attention to where your goals are. So you only have so much energy throughout the day, like after you, and then eventually you'll get burned out, or you just won't have the mental capacity or physical capacity sometimes to get things done. So just keep that in mind. You only have so much energy throughout the day, so you really need to be thinking about, okay, let me get this thing done. What is the one thing you can get done? What's the one priority? If you like, okay, as long as I got this done before I went to sleep, I'll feel good about it. So for me lately, it's been making sure I do this video challenge, the 30 Days of Abundance challenge, so I can make sure I'm showing up. And if I didn't get it done, I would just just think of the mental turmoil it would do to me, because I'm like, oh my goodness, I've told my YouTube community that I was going to show up for 30 days, and I made this promise to them and to myself, and I didn't follow through. So it is good to make a declaration to your community of what you're going to be doing. Sometimes it could be a good thing, sometimes it could be a bad thing, but for challenges and things like that, it's great to have the accountability. Accountability is a big part of where your energy is as well. So just keep that in mind. That's why I love like listing parties, when I have listing parties, or what they used to call them, work dates. Like, so if you have friends, even if you're not working on the same exact task, friends or family who got to get things done, it's nice to schedule things and show up, because you're more likely to show up and get things done if someone else is there with you, and you know the goal for the date or whatever. It's like, okay, we have a work date today. So I used to do this with my friend. We have a work date today, so I know what I'm going to work on or whatever, and that just keeps you accountable. Otherwise, you'll be procrastinating, or you wouldn't really do it for yourself. Sometimes you're like, okay, I need somebody else there with me pushing. So accountability and work dates, try to get a friend or a family member who loves to do that. Maybe we can make something like that. Like, even if we, I know there was, what was it? What is his name? He's a reseller, and he has he goes live or whatever, and they all just list. It's called a listing party. I think that's where I actually got it from. What is his name? Oh yeah, Daily Refinement, I think. And I used to really love his channel too. But yeah, and then I have listing parties with my aunt. Is every other week, and we just list eBay items or whatever. So it keeps me accountable and keeps me, going in that situation. So if you can find a community like that, definitely. And now my wheels are turning, because I'm like, maybe I should do some kind of accountability. And another thing I used to do is I had this thing where I was waking up at 5 a.m. and it was like a mentorship type thing. We would wake up every day for 5 a.m. for a certain amount of days, and that really got me waking up early. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm getting so much done earlier in the day. So I feel like accountability partners are great. Or like just having like a group of people and holding yourself accountable. You're more likely to be accountable, like, I guess, online, if you you're really into it and you're like, okay, I got to show up for this. If you put some monetary down, I feel like that will better motivate you, because people sometimes don't respect free stuff. So if you're paying to be in like a group where like, okay, we're waking up at 5 a.m. for the next 21 days and we're going to, you know, just get that, your mindset going and set the tone of your day, I feel like you're more likely to be successful. So yes, highest energy is usually in the morning. Keep that in mind. That, you know, once you wake up, you're like, okay, where's your day going to go? You usually have that energy after you know, get showered and actually get awake or whatever, or have your coffee or whatever wakes you up. Usually in the morning is when you'll have the most energy. So keep that in mind. So if you can get that one big task that you want to get out today out, you'll be good. And you'll be like, okay, I don't care if I don't do nothing else today, as long as I got this done. Because that's kind of how I'm feeling about the 30 days of abundance. And then I have that TikTok challenge coming next month. Well, in 3 days, we have that 10 TikTok videos a day challenge. So that should be interesting. But that one is less, I'm going to be using all kind of content, like older content, newer content, stuff like that. I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to be using a thing called OBS Clips, but we'll talk more about that later. But it's going to be a little easier for the fact that I don't really have to show up every day. For this, I wanted to make like, I have to literally do the video every day. It's not pre-recorded. I know I do believe in batching videos and having like 10 videos and then you just schedule them out. That's really nice too. Having a day where you record all your videos and just schedule them, that's beautiful. So with TikTok, man, I have so much content. That's not going to be a hard thing at all. And then, you know, the videos don't got to be that long either. So that's great. So yes, we have that. What else? So more energy. To get more energy, you can eat the right things that energize you or whatever. Not necessarily energy drinks, because I know they make you crash or whatever, but literally eating right, or like, you know, fruits, veggies, and meats is what I always say to kind of like, you know, get your mind right. And they do say that your diet does have an effect on your mind too. So if you're always eating all these crazy things, you're going to get crazy. What else? Getting enough sleep. That's very important. Getting your beauty rest, making sure you're sleeping enough. You got to really put an emphasis on your sleep. I think a lot of people overlook this. Like, oh, it's okay, I'm grown, I can stay up. But yeah, sleep is pretty important. So if you want to be nice and refreshed the next day, definitely prioritize your sleep. You got to get your rest. So ridding yourself of addictions like gambling, that can take a lot of energy, mental energy if you lose or whatever. Smoking, like smoking weed, smoking anything or whatever, cigarettes, whatever, drinking, that definitely takes your energy. That's what I'm doing sober October. I'm actually going to be doing, like, since I'm going to drink on my Halloween party on the 26th. So it's going to be like 33 days total that I haven't drank. So that's going to be great. So I'm already feeling the good benefits of not having to worry about being hungover and all that. So that's nice. So what else? Drinking, whatever other addictions you have. What else? Stuff like relationships too can be an addiction, love addiction. Like if that's something that's going to get in your way and take a lot of your energy, if someone's always in your mental energy, you got to consider that as well. So all these addictions definitely pull from your energy and don't help you to be very productive. So if your goals aren't being met, you got to consider ridding yourself of addictions, eating right, getting sleep, and of course things like that. So to increase your mental energy, I was talking yesterday about like less drama, like you being involved in drama, like he said, she said, just like something happened and then now it's just over into the next day. You're thinking about it. You have anxiety about it because you said something or did something somebody doesn't agree with, or thinking about like criticizing yourself in your head or judging yourself because something didn't go as perfectly as you thought it would. Just like they always say, don't worry about things till they happen. So we have to have less anxiety and just live in the present. So in order to do that, just try to stay out of the drama and other people's drama. It's okay to watching drama is better than being in the drama, because I do like to watch a little drama or whatever, like reality shows, but that's something that I probably should stop watching as well. What else? Self-love and decentering everybody but yourself, pretty much. Not like that, like, oh, forget everybody, but really putting yourself first. Have you done your routine? You're over there scrolling and looking at other people's videos or whatever, and you haven't even taken care of yourself first, gotten something to read in your mind, meditated, showered and gotten dressed, and you're over there worried about what somebody else is doing. Yeah, you got to put yourself first and pour into yourself, and then you probably want to be concerned about them because you're feeling so good. You know what I mean? What else? Consuming personal development and inner work. Like, that's what I love to do. Consuming personal development and inner work. I'm always listening to uplifting YouTube videos. I almost fell into the trap where I was looking at the drama stuff, the gossip stuff, but I'm unsubscribing from all of those right now because